You know why it's so easy to win once you start winning? Money gives you more spins of the roulette wheel. Money gives you more flips of the coin. If you're broke and you meet a pretty girl somewhere, God knows where, you have one chance. You have to meet that girl. You have to go up to her, even though your hair is not done and you're dressed like crap, even though you smell from the gym. You have to go up to her and you have to try and get her number, and you have one chance to impress her and make her like you. That's your shot to get a pretty girl. But if you have money, you're around pretty girls all the time because you're in Saint-Tropez or Dubai where the pretty girls are. So you get more than one chance at pretty girl. You're not in Minnesota. You're in Dubai where all the pretty girls are. So you get to try again and again. You can go try with a girl, she could say no, and then you could try with another girl, she could say no, and you could try with the third girl, and she could say yes, and everyone will say, wow, how'd you get such a hot girl? Because there's a chance of everything happening. There's a chance of you getting struck by lightning. And the more times you flip the coin, the more likely it is to happen. When you have money, it's exactly the same with starting a business. If you're broke, you get one chance, you get a loan, and you try that company, and if it doesn't work, you're done. But if you have money, you try that business, doesn't work, try that business, doesn't work, try that business, works a bit, try another business, make hundreds of millions. Money allows you to try again and again and again. That's why once you have money, it is so easy to win at anything because you get to play the game more than everyone else. Roll a 6, you get 1 roll. I get 10 rolls. What's the odds I get a 6? Well, they're higher than yours. So that's actually one of the most unfair advantages of money that no one talks about. It's not just that you perform better, because you do. People talk about this. If you're rich, you get girls. Yes, if I go up to a girl and I get out of a Ferrari, and I'm famous and I have the best clothes on, and I'm clearly losing wealth, I have a higher chance with her. Yes, that is true. Yes, if I have money and people know I have money, when I start a business, I'm more likely to get investors because people trust in me because I have money, so I'm clearly competent. Yes, that is true. People talk about this. People talk about how having money gives you a competitive advantage when you attempt something. True, but they do not talk about the fact that you get more attempts. Forget the competitive advantage. That's compounding. That makes it worse. But when you take that away, it's the fact that even on an even playing field, even on a completely level playing field, I get to try more than a poor person does. So how can I fail? How can I lose? It's the same with anything. It's the same with a court case. You afford the best lawyers. You get more chances, more attempts, more appeals. Money allows you to spin the dice more often. Same with health. You get to try more therapies. You get to try more treatments. It is extremely important you get rich so that when life comes up, and it does, life turns up at your door and says, here's a dice, you better roll a 6. You get more than just one chance.